I'm Donnie Ray, and this is the PRIV Talks podcast. Join me and my team as we pull back the curtain on work, life, family, friendship, leadership, entrepreneurship, and everything in between. We hope these conversations will inspire you, make you feel connected, and bring you a laugh. Welcome back.
Hello.
Donnie here, founder of Privilege. Leah.
Yes, Leah, the operations manager.
You just had to think about that for a second.
I always have to think about my title. It's not that hard.
This week's been the craziest though, because you've been wearing like 10 hats.
So many hats. Yes, and
Caitlin,
the communications manager. I had to think about my title too when Leah just asked us if we knew ours. But
do you feel like it kind of like dumbs you down a little bit? You're like, this is not fair. Like you're going to give me one title, but you're going to expect me to do 10 different.
I feel like operations holds the whole thing for me. It wraps it all up.
It's all encompassing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I feel about mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's bring our guest in because she's sitting here so patiently waiting for us. We've recorded with this babe before, and now she's back with us to chat all about the beautiful collaborative collection that celebrates both of our West Coast brands. And we're so excited to welcome Carla, president of Gentle Fawn.
Yay! Thank you.
So happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Good. We're excited to talk about our collection too.
Well, yeah, we've done a lot since our last podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, was that a year ago?
I think
It
it's
must
just
be.
over a year now.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
feels like it was about 4 months ago.
It does.
Easy 4 months. But a long 12.
Crazy.
Well, it's
That's
like
crazy.
perfect time to have her back.
Yeah.
And
And we'll dive into the collection in a minute, but we can say that I can't speak for everyone here, but I'm obsessed with
I
it.
think it's my favorite so far.
It looks so good.
I just really love that it's like the marriage of like the relationship that we created when we podcasted last time. So we kind of, it's got the juices flowing and you started thinking of these new ideas.
Yeah.
And then this collection was born. So
And it's amazing. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go through our Q&As. Donnie, do you want to kick us off with a bust or bust?
well, everyone knows that it's been a long weekend with my kids, so I'm coming at you with a bust for sure.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I did put it out on social, so some of you already know what my bust is, but I'm so forgetful lately, and I feel like it's just a result of doing so many different things. But I had all these sports over the weekend with my kids, and Ev was out of town, so I was on my own, really like scheduling everything and pretty much off to the world because I had like a million hockey tournaments and things like that. Anyways, I'm on the ball Saturday morning. I'm up early. Everybody's up. I have everything scheduled. Emerson's ready for soccer. We get to the soccer field. Well, no one else is there. Like nobody. And I remember the conversation I'd had with one of the other moms on the soccer field 4 days prior. And we were like, yeah, no, it's a long weekend, so there's no soccer this weekend. But I completely forgot. And I'm just like,
Did you bring oranges?
no.
For the whole team.
No, definitely not. I'm not that mom. I was just like, I knew this. I knew better. And it's like the more you try to be prepared and be scheduled, you kind of end up doing too much. And then you end up dropping the
Well, I
ball.
messaged you because I saw that. So I messaged you right away and I said, you mommed too hard.
Yeah. So
Like,
many.
too much.
So many people replied to me and were like, such a Donnie thing to do. I'm like, oh God, like I just highlight my bus big time. But it turned into a nice, because in order to get Emerson there, which was at the same time as Eliza's hockey game, Emerson's hypothetical soccer game, I had to get like Eliza's grandparents come pick him up and take him to his hockey out in Delta.
Oh.
So it was like a really coordinated morning.
Did you actually buy yourself some time?
I actually missed a hockey game to be there and ended up having a quiet breakfast with Emerson, just the two of us.
kinda great.
We
It's
kind of
so
had
good.
like a little date. And I think that was probably the silver lining and what
Yeah.
we needed to do. Because I think I'm feeling it a lot lately. I'm getting lost that my one kid is taking from the other and you're just losing the one-on-one time.
Yeah.
So
That was probably so valuable.
it was a bit of a blessing in disguise. And we ended up sitting there and
I was actually proud of you because I knew Emerson would have been excited to be on time.
oh yeah.
He was probably so happy.
He likes structure and he likes being on time and he doesn't like living in my chaos. So yeah, you're totally right about that.
Oh, that's so
I
sweet.
loved it.
Okay, I had a boss, but I'm going to take a different one that we talked about in the car. So
Yeah.
I shared a while ago on the podcast that my weekly obsession was a program, I guess it's called. It's named Asana. And there's lots of different ones that do this kind of task tracking.
And they are not a
group
sponsor.
collaborative.
Let's just add, we're going to pump them
Not
up.
yet. Asana, I'm coming after you. There's a lot of programs that do it. We just chose Asana. I've been working in it for possibly a year now. And just last week, Donnie and I got the entire team on board in Asana. We spent was it about 2 hours?
Asana's the organizing, like that's the same. It's sort of
Tasks,
like Monday.com.
projects,
Okay. Right.
communication, collaboration. It brings it all together in one space.
Yeah.
We got
One calendar.
a
One
2-month
calendar.
marketing calendar.
Yes.
Like laid out in detail,
day by day.
day by day.
Like a daily marketing calendar for 2 months.
Amazing.
And not only that,
That
but
feels so
our
good.
teams are all in there trained using it. Kate was putting tasks in the car on the way down.
I love it.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Once
And
you
it-
start using it, it's addictive because it makes you feel so organized. Sorry, I totally got excited.
No, I know. Bring it on. I love Asana. I get excited about this. You know that. Like I'm could not be more thrilled that our team is in it because I'm obsessed with it and I love that level of organization. It's life-changing for us, I think.
I feel like when you're managing people as well, like I really struggle with feeling repetitive. And then so much is left to my ability to remember and remind people.
Totally.
Which you guys already know. I'm completely lacking at that because when you're busy, you just tend to forget things.
Well, and if you're juggling so many balls at the same time and plus family and like you guys have so many different work projects going on.
Yeah.
It's
By
not
the
just
time-
one thing.
And it
So-
almost bothers me when I am the reminder because I'm like, you guys are leaving this up to me
Right.
to remember. Like, where are the checks and balances here? Where's the reminder in the calendar? Like, if we're leaving it up to me, we are definitely missing things.
Well, it's by the time we check in with each other, we're like, oh wait, should have been done 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So
Right.
it was such a good step. And I think we both felt so like such a boss in that moment. Just the fact that it was like, I mean, you were the one to finish it, but we started it together.
Yeah.
I feel like that you can't put a price on that feeling that we had of accomplishment.
And then hearing the team be excited about it and how they were like, oh my gosh, this gives us so much confidence going into the day, knowing our day's kind of laid out.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Well, how much
so
time?
good. Makes me
How
so
much time do
happy.
we spend in a day just trying to put our thoughts in order?
oh,
Like that's the problem.
or checking in, right? Like you said, now you can go into Asana because you can group things by project. You can go into a project and be like, hey team, I need an update. Or you'll just read through the conversation and see what tasks have been checked off. It's amazing. Okay.
How many clicks do you think Asana's getting right now on their website?
I don't
People,
know.
like massive,
Millions.
madly going.
ASANA.
I
Let me
so
see if we
remem-
can get a code.
if you work as a team, I mean, even just for solo work, just to organize
Yeah.
your thoughts, I think it's valuable. I'm a list maker,
Yeah.
and so it's such a good place for you to be able to like ask people. Oh,
I could go
I'm
into so
good.
much detail because in Asana you can create projects and collaborate, but you can have your own personal list outside of that. And as soon as you put a date on it, you can see your calendar. Oh. I'm in my
Are
glory.
you happy
Let's move
that
on.
Are you happy that I'm excited about this?
I'm
like
so
this
happy.
Asana is a very Leah thing.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
The fact that
That's
I'm really
operations geek all over it.
All over it. I'm so proud.
Okay.
All right, let's move on from Asana because they're not paying us yet. Kate, what's your boss or bust?
Donnie said it was a 20-year-old boss, but I finally cleaned my room.
So that's such a 20-year-old thing
Yeah.
to say.
Well, I've been gone every weekend up until like last weekend, I think. So I've been having like my suitcases on my floor and I just step over them to go to bed. And then I don't like going home after work because I know I have to like go look at it and clean it. So I'll like do anything to not come home, like gone to the gym more just so I'm not at home cleaning my space.
You need to you need to eat the frog.
Yeah, so I did. I did on Sunday.
Okay, I'm so happy
So
for
you're
you.
eating frogs? What?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Leah.
It's a concept. Okay. If you had to eat a frog in your day
Yeah.
and you put it off till the end of the day, you would be stressed and nervous and it would take you forever to get anything done because you're thinking about this
Right.
all-consuming, terrible, dreadful task that you need to do.
Right.
So if you had to eat a frog in your day and you did it first thing, like you sat down, you were like, this is the first thing I'm doing today. I'm doing nothing else. I'm not even doing an email till I eat this frog. And your frog is whatever task it is. and you did that your first thing, the feeling like there's science behind it that I don't know because I don't remember that. You can Google it.
Yeah.
But there's science behind what that does to your brain, and the rest of the day you're like on a high.
Well, you're
because
productive. You just got it
Yep.
done.
You got the biggest, ugliest thing done in your day, so the rest of the day you're like efficient. You're kind of like on a rush.
And you've decluttered your mind.
Yeah.
Now you can think straight.
Yeah.
I think
that's
that's
huge.
the biggest thing is
Yeah.
the decluttering of your mind. And that's like connected to both. Okay, so you did clean your room.
I did clean it, and I
Okay.
feel so
You ate
much
the
better.
frog.
And unpacked.
Yeah.
Okay, and also I should really like check myself because that is not necessarily when you said I need to clean my room, that's something I haven't said in a long time. But that 20-year-old problem is also a 35-year-old
It
problem
totally is.
because I just like consider it my closet. Now I'm like
yes.
it's always like everything gets stashed in my closet.
Yeah.
My suitcases never get unpacked until I repack. Like
Yeah.
it's also it might be something that never goes away.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever
Something to
stop
look
doing
forward
that,
to.
but-
I'm
Yeah.
really proud of you, Kate. Okay, Carla, boss or bust?
Boss.
Yes.
Boss.
I like
Yes.
it.
So it was about a week and a half ago, but there was a fundraiser for One Girl Can. I don't know if you guys have heard of
Yes.
that
Yeah, I have.
organization. It's a great organization.
amazing.
And so we had done a fundraiser with these guys years ago, and it was really successful and hadn't engaged back with this company or this organization for a while. And so I went actually from an old employee that used to work for us, had invited us to go, and we went. And it was such an inspiring evening. So we ended up sponsoring a student in Kenya to have a 1-year university scholarship,
Amazing.
everything paid. So full
Well done.
1-year tuition, laptop, all expenses, room and board, like everything done so that she can go and just like, yeah, it's so good. So she can go and just start her life and then, you know, her career that is. And so get the education that she needs that when she steps outside and she wants to be an engineer.
Wow.
So when
good
she
for
takes
her.
that on, you know, she's doing that and she's going to be one of the few women in her field to do that. And
That's
so
amazing.
that was a super,
Wow.
that was a very exciting moment. And it
That's
just,
a boss.
Yeah, that was a good boss move. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Way to
so good.
make me feel less than Carla. No. I'm over here just not taking my kids to their sports. You probably got your kids to all their sports and did that.
No, Donnie, you're taking them to more sports than they even have.
I know.
You're momming so hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Celebrate that.
Thank you.
That's amazing, Carla. That's a really good one to share. Yeah.
It was good. It
Yeah.
felt good.
That's so good. Donnie, weekly obsession.
Okay, this goes back to Carla because her and we sat down for lunch this week and we went to Meat on Main.
Yeah.
MEET. And everything on the menu's vegan.
Yeah.
And they had this bacon cheddar burger that Carla's like, well, I'm going to get this. I think you said you always
the double
get it.
double.
The double. It's
double.
Oh my
insane,
gosh.
but it's completely vegan.
Yeah.
So what's the bacon in it? Is it coconut?
Sometimes
I
they
think
use
it's a
coconut.
It was
Yeah.
I think it was a coconut. It did not feel healthy.
No.
I think it was. It was all vegetables, but that was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the gooeyest.
It was
big, and
so good.
I think I inhaled it in like 10
Yeah, we're
seconds.
both like sitting there having lunch and just like gobbling up this like
It's so
greasy
good.
burger.
Not speaking.
And I'm like, hold on a second.
The best is when you get a meal that you need to put your hair back for.
Yeah, that
You're like,
was,
oh,
that was this.
getting real.
And Carla's like, I'm just gonna dig in, and I'm like, let's just do it.
Oh, I have to have that.
No,
I
it
need
was.
that.
It would be worth the trip if you
I
live
need
in
that.
Vancouver. Go, if not,
Yeah.
fly to Vancouver to get it.
Yeah.
It's worth the trip.
No, it was so enjoyable that I was like, okay, like, can we go for lunch again soon? And
Yeah, it was yummy.
Oh, that's so
There's
good.
lots of good vegan places on
So
Main
many.
Street. Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vancouver's
no, that's
amazing.
that's a good one. I think that one's like really an institution.
double
It's turning
double.
into that. The
I
double
recommend
double.
it for everybody on your cheat day.
Okay. My weekly obsession is a little bit more touching on the nose of exactly who we're sitting with because you'll notice I'm wearing my Gentle Fawn knit.
Yes.
It looks so good on you.
Thank you. That is my weekly obsession
really
is
cute.
the Gentle Fawn knits. We have a bunch of them in store and I've bought so many and I wear them at least 4 days a week. I'm not
whole
exaggerating.
collection.
I'm wearing them 4 days a week because I'm obsessed. The
Yeah.
knits are phenomenal.
There is one of the tanks that we
Yep,
were talking about. We both
I don't
have
remember
it.
the name, but it's
like
an
a loose
ivory
knit tank.
The Dunbar?
sleeveless. Could
Is it
be.
the Dunbar?
I think so.
Or
I
the
think that's
Lizette?
the one we got, the Dunbar.
Okay, but it's literally,
gorgeous.
it's like you can wear it to work. You can wear it dressed down with like baggy jeans, or you could like literally put like a lacy bralette underneath and like dress it up and wear it out. And I have been, that one's been on repeat for me.
I wore mine wine touring in Vernon, and then I wore it to a beer festival with jeans this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm living
I'm
in
so
them.
happy you guys love it.
Obsessed. I can't
And
stop.
that's like genuine. That's
No, this is genuine. Like I legitimately put this on and was like, oh, funny, I'm wearing Gentle Fawn to Gentle Fawn. It was like a happy accident.
And
I'm
it's
like
been really
that.
hot out. So if you're wearing knits and it's super hot out, then that means that you really love it. So.
Yeah.
Nothing like a
Yes.
really pretty summer knit though, like a
Yes.
white. Either it's like a looser sweater or
The sleeveless one is
knit
perfect.
tank,
The
just
Dunbar, is that
classic.
what we
The
landed on?
Dunbar.
Yes.
Is it the crew
Yeah.
neck or a
Lisa's
V-neck?
nodding at us.
Crew neck, yeah. Then
Yeah,
it's the
she's
Dunbar.
confirming.
Yeah.
Dunbar.
Lisa, the real
The
boss
fact
in the
checker.
corner.
That's right.
Fact checker. Okay, Kate, your weekly obsession.
My Brow Luxe pencil.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have them on our current obsession page.
Yeah.
I'm not good at doing my makeup, and it's so easy to use. Megan, another girl at the office, and I have been wearing them constantly. I think she wore it camping this weekend and said she didn't take her eyebrows off at all, and it didn't move.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she went
Move.
camping.
Yeah,
This was
like
a
it
test
didn't
that Megan did.
smudge,
She put it on
like, she didn't wash them, nothing, and her eyebrows looked the same all weekend.
Yeah,
Oh,
she put it on
wow.
like Friday or Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And then wore it all through the weekend on her camping trip.
That's so funny. That's so awesome.
It's
Yeah, she was
amazing.
like, I'm testing this product for us and wear it all weekend. But yeah.
And
So
they're,
when I-
are they a local company as well?
They're
Or-
Canadian.
They're Canadian, right? Yeah.
They were on
Yeah.
Dragon's Den, correct?
Oh,
No, I
good
don't
for them.
think so.
Oh, I thought that was them. Never mind.
No, it's a Winnipeg company though. It was a brow studio, and they didn't have a pencil they liked, so they made their own.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
amazing.
so
I
good.
just love supporting local brands, and the
Yeah.
fact that we truly love the product, and now we're selling it through our page is awesome. But I think it's also really funny to put your eyebrows on in front of your kids. Because like Emerson will be
yes.
like, "What are you doing? How are you making more hair on your eyes?
Yeah.
How are you doing that?"
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've
It's
got
magic.
My oldest daughter is going to be 13 in a couple of months, and she's like obsessed right now with makeup. She's not allowed to wear makeup to school or anything
Right.
like that or out, but
she's getting ready.
Oh yeah, when she's watching me do my thing with my eyebrows and whatever, she's learning. She's watching. She's like, "Oh no, actually, Mom, you've got that all wrong. I YouTubed
Because
it."
she probably
Yeah, I
watches
YouTubed it. Yeah.
Yeah, they watch these beauty tutorials.
She knows more
now.
than you. She
Yeah.
knows more than you.
You mean you're
Oh,
not supposed to
danger.
put it on in the car, like while you're driving? Danger.
What's your weekly obsession, Carla?
It's the T3 wand. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
Oh
Yeah,
my
is
God.
it a
I saw a
curling
video
wand?
on it this
curling
morning.
wand.
Yeah, I've heard of
It's
this.
amazing.
Really?
Yeah. So I actually have the curling iron, but you can get the wand. It's quite a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But they have 3 interchangeable wands.
Am I gonna go buy this after this?
Yeah, you are,
Like,
Donnie.
tell me more.
It is so
Why is it so
good.
amazing?
I think
I-
Tobruk Ave uses this also.
Yes, I
That's
just
where
saw
I've
her
heard about
video.
it. Yes, okay.
It just gets the curl just right, and like my hair, I just don't have naturally like that great hair. So this one I find like some of them they get too hot or they're just inconsistent with the heat, and I don't know, you just get a good beachy wave.
Yeah. Did you have beachy waves before? And I was like, what did you do? I feel like I called you out on it.
Oh, I might have the last time we saw each other, but
Yeah, you have great hair. I feel like you always have great hair, though. I don't know what you're saying.
I know
Lisa-
Lisa. We
Lisa's
all
got
look
great
at
hair.
Lisa.
Lisa's
Oh,
Lisa, are
Beautiful.
You didn't use the T3 one, do you?
no.
she just wakes up like that.
Oh, her hair. Every time I see her, I'm like, oh, of course she has great
And that's
hair.
she's been up since 4 a.m.
Yes.
So go
Looking
figure.
fabulous. Okay, Donnie, Boss Babe Crush.
Okay, this is so overdone and maybe cliche, but I have been obsessed with Oprah's Soul Sunday conversation.
Yeah, Super
Super
Soul
Soul
Sunday.
I have been I've been driving a lot this week, so I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and I feel like everyone talks to me, like talks to my soul, and is like, yes, I'm just constantly having these aha moments when I'm listening to it and reflecting on myself, on like as a boss, as a mom, and have just been talking to me. I've listened to the last like 4 of them. So
Amazing.
I think she's like the forever boss babe crush. There was another one I was going to use, but I'm going to save that for next one.
Okay.
Well, we
yeah,
have
save it. Spread it out.
We have to share this one because we talked about this when we went out for lunch.
Yes.
So I'm going to just jump into the queue
Do.
here.
Please
but,
do.
So we had been talking about Oprah, and she had Brené Brown on.
I was going to ask if you listened to the Brene Brown
it was
one.
so good. So of course, like she's a household name. I've heard of her and whatever.
She's
but,
like hot right now.
But the podcast with Oprah, she's got 2 of them. That was so good. And then Lisa had actually said to watch the Netflix episode that she's got out, which was so good. I
haven't seen it yet.
And it's so funny because Donnie and I, you're in a book club, so you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read about that. We'll talk about it on the podcast. I'm like, oh man, how am I gonna read the book?
Yeah, and I
before the
didn't. I hate to say I
podcast?
didn't do it
Oh
yet.
well, I cheated
In 1
and I
week.
listened to the Audible, so I got through
you?
like an hour and a half as I was like,
Okay.
it's
And?
so good.
Really?
Which book?
Good.
Are you guys reading Daring
Greatly.
Greatly? Okay,
Yeah.
let me just say, I've been reading Dare to Lead. I'm going through it a second time because it's that impactful. It's all about leadership. And
this
she
is
takes
Brené
her
Brown as well.
concepts,
Yeah.
yes, and applies them directly to leadership, and it has changed my life.
I can tell it has, because she's referenced this book so many times.
I've been
She'll send
talking
me
about it since
screenshots
February.
of the book.
Oh yeah.
I can tell how impactful it's been.
I want to read it as a team, and I think everyone's on board, so we're just going to find a time and read it as a team. It's life-changing. Her research is amazing.
And she impacts like everybody from just everyday people,
Yeah.
you know, and she kind of breaks it down from people that might be CEOs or rocket scientists or
yeah.
whatever to just people are people. And
It's so true.
it is so true at the end of
I
the
think
day.
that's
It's
her phrase.
really,
People
really-
are people are people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we glorify so many, like we idolize human beings and put them on this pedestal because they're so great in so many ways. But like the potential of each one of us individually is all the same. So if you can really like dive deep and find your true potential, I think is the message.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed. Okay, my boss babe crush is a woman named Morgan Harper Nichols. Have any of you heard of her?
No.
She's on Instagram. She's a writer and artist, and her feed is all just her writing, but she puts it into art form.
Oh.
It's so beautiful and encouraging.
Every
Donnie
time
needs
you
to look
have
her up
one,
right
I
away.
like-
So what's her name?
Morgan Harper Nichols.
Harper.
Everyone driving, listening to this podcast is right now on their phone searching.
Don't go on your phone driving. We will post the link for you.
Good call.
You'll find it later. Don't worry. Or pop into our Facebook group because I'll post something in there about her. But she's so inspiring. The things she writes just really speak to you. And I find that every time she pops up in my feed, I'm like, oh, like a little dose of encouragement that's really heartfelt. But it's not all like feel goody where you're like, okay, like I don't need to hear that again. She just writes in a really honest, beautiful way.
You know what I like about this is, and I think you have to see the art in order to understand it.
Oh, totally.
But it's
You
kind of how I feel about those podcasts from Oprah. It's in like, you get this like inspirational idea or a quote or something that speaks to your soul in like a pill you can swallow in a small, it's not a whole book you have to read or this, like you can have like a small dose of it. Those podcasts are like 25 minutes. So you can just quickly like cruise through one, and then you get like something for your soul that day.
Yeah, and we all know Instagram can be, it is whatever you make it. So I try and find these little inspirations. Everyone should add this to their feed just for a little daily inspo.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I like
She's
that.
amazing. Kate, boss babe crush?
Mine is McKenna Dorn. McKenna that does our, I think she did a sleep shoot for us recently.
Yeah.
And like
Oh,
our
she's a
spring summer
photographer.
19. No, she's an influencer.
Oh.
But she
does
takes the
some of our
cutest
modeling.
photos.
Okay.
Yeah. And I ran into her
She's
on the
a babe.
weekend, and she's so sweet. And like, I follow her on Instagram, of course, and she's just so real on her platform. Like,
Yeah.
she'll go hang out by herself and like dance on the beach and like post a video of it. Like, she's just really like authentic to herself. Is not doing stuff
But
just
she's
for like
really
a
young
post.
too. So it's nice to see
Yeah.
somebody young, like really truly being themselves.
I think she's one of our favorite people to work with because she's so kind.
She's so
Kindness
kind.
is
Like,
underrated.
I ran into her at the rodeo, and she comes running up and is like, "Oh, it was so great to work with you like a few weeks ago. Like, how's everything going?" Like, she's just the sweetest person, and it's I feel
she
like it's
really
hard to
is.
find that on Instagram
It
too,
is.
especially working with influencers and like other models and things like that. Everybody's not always like their true
It
self
can be
on
very
there, so,
superficial.
yeah.
Yeah.
And let me just say about the photos that we took with her, she actually somehow conveys like a sense of happiness through her pictures.
Yeah.
She's not just like a model like smizing at the camera. You feel happy when you see her
Yeah,
in the
she's
pictures.
just like such an energetic, like happy person.
yeah.
That's amazing. It's you need that. You need to work with people like that, you know.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then that helps the whole creative process, like the photography and just like how she's looking and moving in the clothes and just everything, right? And then you want to work with her again. So
Yeah.
that's like building the community.
Isn't it so crazy how energy can be transferred through a photo, through social media? How you can feel like you can literally pick up the energy on an experience.
Oh, yeah.
through a social
And you
media
can see that in
engagement.
her pictures too. She's good.
That's so true because there's a million photos out there, and you just scroll and scroll and
Oh, yeah.
scroll, and it's like, what makes you
They don't
stop?
feel
and,
anything.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
like connect with you. You're
Yeah.
not getting the energy behind it. And then there's some accounts that you're like, whoa, like it just has intention or meaning, or they've really clarified their voice through their.
You should follow Morgan. You're going to get that
I'm losing
from
all
her.
my words today. I must
No,
be
you're
tired.
good. You've got them.
Through their platform. That
Yeah.
was the word. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for.
Carla, did you have another boss babe crush, or are you like sharing Donnie?
Brene
Brene,
It's Brene
is
Brown.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, at the moment.
Yeah.
I think I have lots.
Oh, of
but
course.
she's
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 I'm
the one.
obsessed.
Yeah.
I share that. She's so great. Donnie, what's one thing you're working on improving?
Okay, so I'm jumping around a little bit, but I've been working on connecting with my kids. I heard somebody speak and they talked about, her name is Terry Ann. I can't remember her last name. I'm going to try to pull it up and say it before the end of the podcast. But she talked about, if you really want to connect with your kids, you have to get on their level.
Yeah.
And she made a reference. She talked about one of her sons. All he ever wanted to do was talk about cars. And she was like, cars, it's so stupid. Like, I don't want to talk about cars. Can't we talk about something meaningful? And then she looked at everybody and she said, you got to talk about cars. Like, you have to get on their level and you have to connect with them on their level, not on your level, because they're kids and that's what they need.
Yeah.
So I've been really trying to be intentional as a parent
That's amazing.
and do that. And so one of the things I'm struggling with a little bit is Elias, my 8-year-old, is really into Fortnite, which is like, okay.
Not really your thing.
Not my thing at all. And also something I'm trying to really limit because, you know, you don't want them getting too caught up with video games, but all of his friends are playing it and they're really into it.
Oh.
Anyway, so last night I went up to him and I said, okay, what's the deal? Like, what are you doing here? And he's like, so excited talking to me about it. And then I said, okay, show me. Like, whatever. And I got out and I played a game of Fortnite with him.
And he was probably the happiest person in the world.
He was beaming. He was so happy. And I was like, what? Like, part of me is like, this is a waste of time. This is this. But truly, like, the engagement that I saw him get out of it, and I was terrible. I couldn't play it. I was like, I haven't played a video game since like Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys have.
No.
But it challenged me. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm terrified playing the game. Like, and he's getting frustrated with me too because I'm so bad at it. But I think at the end of the day, that is something I need to work on consistently, especially having 3 kids, because that's a lot of kids. And I want them, there was a quote I heard recently. It's either like you spend the time now or you spend the time later fixing them.
Right.
So I just want to raise them properly. And that's something that I know is going to take time. So
and it's hard. Like I can relate to that too. It's just, I find that exactly what you said when you said sometimes like they aren't relating to you, but you want them to, and you feel like you're wasting time. And I am a lister. I make lots of lists and I got a lot of things I need to check off my list every day, and sitting down and doing the things with them that interests them is not always like what I want to be doing with my time. So that's terrible. I feel like this is confession
but it's also
right
really
now.
honest
But
to admit that, but I feel the
Yeah.
same way. Like,
but it's so important, right? And just be present with them.
yeah. And it's funny, I kind of tested the theory as well because I said something that Ev had said to me about, what was it? I said to him, oh yeah, Daddy mentioned that you did that with Fortnite. And he's like, he did? And I was like, yeah, no, he did. He said that. And Ev hadn't even really said that. I was totally lying. But his face was like, oh, they like get my world right. Like kids' worlds are quite small at 8, right? There's only so many different elements. But like if this is a part of their social right now, that just has to be, I have to understand
Part of
that.
yours.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of more testing the theory this weekend to say that. And I just saw him light up. So
that sounds like a boss move.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That is a boss.
I feel like I was really focused on parenting this weekend. And I was like,
That's
well,
a
this is
good
what I'm
focus.
doing.
That's so good for the long weekend too.
Yeah, agreed.
You got that extra time. Yeah.
But now I'm like, can I have like an hour on my phone and like catch up on my emails and, you know, maybe get my nails done? That would be great. What about you, Leah?
Okay, well, I think that I might have shared something along this line before, but I don't always achieve the things I'm working on improving, so I'm going to circle back to this concept of celebrating the small things, because it's so easy to have a goal and not celebrate the steps along the way that get you to that goal. I think it's so easy to be looking at tomorrow or next week or next month, and like, especially in fashion, we plan so far ahead.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in those things and feel like you don't have anything to celebrate, but celebrating just every day something small along the way. I think that's really important.
That's so important.
It is.
And give a sense of accomplishment. Like, I don't want to go through every day looking ahead and forward to the next thing. It's like, this is the only day I have right now, so I'm just going to celebrate whatever I can
And what
today.
if you don't have that 9 months from now when you're planning a collection for, which you're right. I think that is a real struggle with planning so far out.
Yeah, like we're talking about fall 2020.
Yeah.
Like, how do you celebrate current season?
Yeah.
Right. I also want to add as well, we need to celebrate the change. So like sometimes when you swerve, it feels like a failure because something hasn't worked and you're trying something new that is going to work. But I think acknowledging that change is a success because I think as a leader or like running a business, one of the things I've been highlighting a lot lately is catching areas of bleed really quickly. So if you notice something that isn't working, the goal should be to catch it within like a 2-week time frame instead of a 6-month time frame, so you don't have a bunch of losses associated with it, right?
Yeah.
That's a boss. Like that's a
Yeah.
success, and that's something to be celebrated by making those changes or
And acknowledging the failure, right? Because you can't grow without the failure. So you have to look at that and just embrace it and go, okay, we're bleeding, or we're, this is happening here. And so we're going to change it up. And
Yeah.
and you're trying, like we're trying new things, you're taking risks. That's there's such a positive to every negative.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
A sauna does give you a celebration when you complete a task too,
Because you
pretty
get to
exciting.
check mark something.
They're so satisfying.
Yeah, it
digitally
is.
checking something.
Oh
off.
wait, no, you mean it literally gives
It
you
literally
a
gives
celebration.
you a celebration
Yes, that's right.
on the
Have you
screen.
noticed that, Tony?
No.
It,
Haven't had a lot
like,
of those.
it does like a
obviously.
little
shoots up
confetti,
streamers. There's confetti for
something
you.
like that, but it makes you celebrate it.
So funny.
Yeah, so you're like done, and it's like, wow.
It should I wish it would like pour me a champagne shot.
I mean, we can arrange that. Kate, what are you celebrating this week? I mean, improving. Oh gosh, what are you celebrating also? Let's do that.
I'm just gonna try to be outside more. I feel like last summer all I did was patio drink, probably.
That's
and
my
Lots of
idea of being
celebrating.
outdoorsy.
I know it is outdoorsy, but my boyfriend Luke really likes camping and fishing and hiking, so we're gonna try to do more of those activities. And it is more like I feel like I'm in a better mood when I do something outdoors. It just like makes you happy being in the sunshine.
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Try to do more of that this summer than spending money. So
Yeah, that's a great plan.
That's so good.
That's smart.
yeah, be smarter with that. So
And just being with nature too is just such
Yeah.
a healing. Like that just feels good.
and I feel like you have better conversations and connections and
Yeah.
So one of the things, I'm going to go back to this Oprah conversation for 1 second because I've been talking about parenting as well, and it's kind of about being outside and that like being closer to nature. But babies, like when they're born, they already know how to be happy. They know how to be present. They know how to like look at a flower and see the beauty in it and look around you and like they see the simplicity of what life is supposed to be. And if you look at that, you see how we kind of strip that away from them over time. And then we all become adults that are just trying to get back to that little baby that already knows those things. So I'm looking at that from a parenting perspective too, and trying to be like, okay, how do we like be outside more and be more present? And then like not strip my kids of that as well, so that they don't have to like find that down the road.
Yeah.
well, yeah, my friends bush camp every year, and if you know me at all, that's not something that
not
I
your
would
jam.
ever go
Okay,
on.
what the heck is
But
bush camping?
You're
like,
not on a campsite.
Not
you
a-
just
like a government park,
Yeah, you just
right?
like go. Normally, they go up like a logging road, and they find an area to camp in, and
That
there's no
makes more sense
bathroom.
to me, actually.
There's no shower, and I thought it was going to be horrible. And it's actually really fun because you don't have cell service most of the time, so you're not on your phone. You're hanging out
Camping
with
is
your
the
friends
best.
or family and talking to them. And
That's
like,
what camping should
spending
be.
the day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't expect me to actually agree with bush
Yeah.
camping, but I think I don't get camping when you're like taking a trailer up to a campground.
Oh, yeah.
That is like
Line
a
up
parking
all
lot.
of the different. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand that either.
Like you're taking a trailer to a parking lot. Like why don't you just stay at home?
yeah.
Might as well just stay at home. You probably have Wi-Fi. There's public bathrooms. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's. We did that one time, and it was like we drove all the way to Oregon, and we camped at like a KOA.
Oh yeah, I've done that
It's
with
like,
my
why
family.
am I here? What do
Yeah.
people do here? There was a fire ban. We couldn't even have a fire.
Yeah.
I was like, basically, you just drink.
Right. Sit in a parking lot and drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
parking lot drinking. But I'm like, we could do this at home.
Yeah.
Like, I know a great parking
your
lot down the
driveway.
street. Like, we can go to the hockey rink and tailgate. Like, it'd be done.
Yeah.
But bush camping, that sounds
Yeah.
like, yes,
Yeah,
you're
it
closer
was
to
fun. I
nature.
can do max 2 nights because I need to shower after. But
Totally. And then you have
just
to
for, like,
go
a
with
couple
people that
days.
know what they're doing. Someone who knows how to
Yes.
light a fire, somebody with some good, bear spray or like skills in
Totally.
that area.
yeah, I wasn't prepared at all. I just hung out. But
Who's
my
making your
friends were
food?
fine. Yeah, they're like, okay, we got it. You just sit over here. I was like,
Yes.
okay,
That's great.
Yeah.
this is great.
I'm going to say I get it, but I'm going to start with just maybe a nature walk.
Yeah, start small.
Start with a walk around the block.
Yeah, I'm going to not commit to bush camping at all.
All right, Carla, let's finish off with you. What's one thing you're
Okay.
working on improving?
So I am working on, always for Gentle Fun, how to show up as a better leader. And so I have, like Donnie was saying, like super busy all the time. And so I need to calm my brain. I need to work on meditating. So that is something,
Yes.
and gratitude. So that's something I just need to take time to just stop and reflect and, be grateful and just meditate. And I'm a terrible meditator. My mind goes in like 1,000 directions when I'm trying to meditate. So I just need to roll that into my regular morning routine and just make it a practice. So
Amazing.
You tried guided meditations?
I have. And
Yeah, I find those easier because
yeah,
I
I feel like I
can't
have
turn off
monkey
when I
brain. I
think.
can't
Yeah.
turn off.
I relate to you so much. I feel like I'm going to take this journey with you and I'm going to try to do it because I've been saying it for so long, but I think I'm scared to go there
Yeah.
because my mind is just way too busy.
And apparently it's part of the process of meditation that you should let your mind go where it needs to go and just bring yourself back on track. But it's almost laughable how crazy it's like, I feel like I'm nuts, like when I'm trying to meditate. And my husband, Danny, he's so chill and he's calm. And so we're the opposite. And so he's like, meditation for him it's totally natural and it's really easy. So I've got to work a little harder at it, but
That's a good
I'm
one.
going to take that challenge.
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay, I really am excited to talk about our collab now.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's dive into this.
I can't
So-
wait to show people.
I know, I'm excited to show people. So let's just start off with a little overview of our collab. What we've done as two teams after we podcasted last time is picked some key styles and a key print and married our brands together in terms of fabric, construction, and print. And we have beautiful styles.
So good.
I'm so excited.
And the print
about
is
them.
beautiful. And also the print is symbolic of it's like your 15-year anniversary
That's right.
print.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. The La Casa print.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Let's talk about the print right now then. Can you share with us a little bit about the print, where the inspiration came from? Because the print is Gentle Fawn.
It is Gentle Fawn.
So beautiful.
And it's very quintessential Gentle Fawn. So it's very much about like a very soft and feminine floral where the flower kind of just drapes down. It's very soft colors. You've got a little bit of the greens and the winey hues, and it's just really, it's easy to wear with so much, and it works so well on lounge because it's fashionable, but it's still really toned down where it's like, it's just it's not like a print where you would wear it if you were going out to like, you want it to be, a party kind of thing. And it's like a standout piece. It's more of just like an everyday casual, but just like really, really super feminine piece.
Yeah.
It captures
neutral
the
and
heart
feminine.
of Gentle Fawn.
Yes.
And I love that it's behind you right now. So I'm looking at you talk about it, and I'm just
I forgot that was there.
dreaming over the print. I think also it works on every single skin tone, which is hard to find because if you get into maybe yellow tones or pink tones or whatever and you go too far in that direction, it's a bit limiting, but this looks good on every person.
And the colors are great for spring and summer, and because it's the fabric that it's on is like that really buttery, soft, kind of a terry type of a lounge, and then it's not sheer, right? So you can just, the print just sort of, it pops on the white. So yeah, it's really good on all skin tones.
Well, and I
really
think that's the nature of it too, is like a lot of our demographics are very similar. So it's great. It's a perfect collaboration if you're looking at it from a business perspective, because a lot of, we can really talk to both of our customers through like marrying our brands together.
Well, and I think that's what makes this so special, is because instead of competing, we're collaborating.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would come at it from a different perspective and feel like our brands are they're too similar, so why would we come together? What differences do we have to bring together? But we actually took a different approach, and we looked at it and said, we have so much in common, let's do something really cool together.
Totally.
And I think that's like where we're supporting each other, and
That's the change in our like retail and business landscape, and like this outlook that I think women more specifically have brought to the industry.
yeah, definitely.
I love it.
It's our teams of all women so far. we have like one contracted marketer that's a man on our team, but I've only talked to the women on your team so far.
Yeah,
It's all the girls.
We have Danny.
Yeah.
Danny. He's
You
here,
have
but
Danny.
he's
I've walked by him. I just haven't talked to him yet in the collab.
the 28 people here, you know, it's everybody else, it's all women.
Yeah.
And so that's been a special part for me is the women supporting women and locally being able to do this together and wanting to see each other succeed and grow.
Yeah.
And having those like super honest conversations and bringing each other's strengths to the table, you know?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
was just going to say, actually, I think you phrased it well, bringing each other's strengths to the table. I think when the initial conversation happened, it was like, what does Gentle Fawn do best? What does PRIV Sleep do best? And then let's bring them together.
Yeah.
And that was genuinely how it was born, is just the best of both of the companies coming together.
And I think also like everything being part of the experience, like for us, there's been a lot of learning, right? We have always looked up to your brand
Oh,
and
thank you.
and what you guys have built. And when we podcasted last time, actually, I reflected on it a lot, and I was really impacted by some of the things that you said, being a little bit more experienced in the industry. So I think for us, it's always good to push yourselves
Yes.
and share. And I know you were picking my brain at lunch the other day, but just to share our ideas to help each other instead of competing and being holding that back.
Yeah.
Like what we both can gain
Yeah.
from it.
And that's rare, and I think we need more of that as an industry.
Yeah.
And just in general in business, because it's how we're going to grow. And the world is changing. Like, I mean, the landscape of business is so different than from 15 years ago. Everything was so protected, and so you didn't want to share.
Proprietary. You have to
Yeah.
keep your proprietary information in house. But
And I love the collaboration idea. Like, it really does. It does something different, and it's a fun experience. It's like taking away from the everyday grind of the business and going like, how can we do something that's interesting and different, and bring some fun into this.
And I also think that it brings that element of something that's neither brand could have created on their own.
Yes.
It's so special. We could not have developed that print. It would have been so different if we had done that on our own. And maybe your fabric or sleep would have been a different design. Like, it really just is.
The romper.
yeah,
Oh
the
my gosh,
romper.
the romper.
I love it.
I
It's
do
so
like
cute.
the pant, the jumpsuit.
The jumpsuit.
Okay, so let's share with everyone what our pieces are. So we have a romper with a little ruffle on the bottom, bit of a keyhole in the back.
It's kind of cheeky, but not
Little
too
bit
much.
cheeky.
That's the kind of like sleep that I live in. Because
I'm so
sometimes with the
excited.
pants or whatever, like I'll wear it around the house more loungy, but I won't actually sleep in it because
Yeah.
it's too hot.
Yes.
And what we did really intentionally with the design is made it a little bit, you can adjust the straps so it can be a little bit lower cut if you'd like to pair it with like a Gentle Fawn bralette, which is so special, and the colors would complement perfectly in the collection.
Yes.
Then we have our jumpsuit. The
jumpsuit I love because you can
pocket.
wear it out if you want to go for a bike ride or like walk your dog.
Totally.
You could throw a jean jacket on with
Throw a
that and
jean
some sneakers.
jacket, Throw
So
a
cute.
chunky cardigan with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're good to go.
So cute. It's got the most like great waist detail, adjustable
And that's what I love actually
straps,
about
pockets.
the romper is that it's waistless. And so you can really be comfy in that. And
That's true. You can
Yeah.
eat a burrito. That's
You can
always
eat
my
a big
test with
burrito.
anything. Can you eat a burrito in it? If you can't, I'm not down.
yeah.
No bandage dresses for me. Not burrito friendly. And then we have the kimono style robe.
That's amazing because that's going to be in my closet for years. Like, you're going to wear
Forever.
that every morning when you wake up.
Oh, yeah.
And right before bed. Like, I just know that's something that I'll live in.
And like also maybe like over bathing suit on
I was gonna
vacation.
say,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
cover
that's
up.
a
Like
great
beach wrap,
idea.
for sure.
Because the sleeves are a little bit shorter. I also appreciate a kimono sleeve that's a bit shorter. So if you're washing your face at night, you're not dealing with your sleeves
Right.
getting in your way. It's like the 3/4 length that is perfect for washing your face, or like right out of the shower, throw on your self tanner and then throw on your robe.
And that's actually a perfect gift.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm thinking is like for like a wedding, the bridesmaid gifts.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys
yeah.
if you're going away for like a weekend or something like that, that's the
And robes
ultimate.
are so easy for sizing, and it's perfect to get somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easily gifted. I mean, so easy.
Because it fits everybody, right?
Fits everyone. And sometimes I think brides are a bit tired of just focusing a bit more on this topic. They're a bit tired of something like, oh, a white robe that says bride.
Right. Yeah.
They're like, great.
This is just pretty and
So
feminine
personal.
And, yeah. And it's special because of the
a
floral
great
on
gift,
it, right?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
different. So
And really,
Yeah.
the colors are almost neutral. There's
Yeah,
a
they
little bit
are.
of a tone to it, but it still is fairly muted in a way that it could match most wedding colors.
yes.
Could tie in really easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that sophisticated feel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And those are our pieces.
That's so
I'm so
exciting.
excited.
Yeah. So exciting.
I'm sure people will start seeing photos close to when this podcast
Well, I feel like
comes
it's
out.
been so under wraps that I'm like, oh, when can
Yeah,
we
I'm
like talk about
can
it?
we
Like,
talk about the pieces? Can we share the print? Like, what can we share? It's been so long.
that's
in the
another
making.
part of the industry that's hard when you're talking about celebrating wins. Is like we have all these wins, but we can't even actually talk about them
Right.
Yeah.
when they're a win for us. By the time they come, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, that I've been wearing it for 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
It does happen in our boss or bust
Yeah.
all the time. We have a great collab coming up. We just can't say what it is, but you're gonna love it.
when we're excited about it is not when we're actually promoting it.
Yeah.
I know.
Because
We've
we're
been
on to
working
the
on
next.
it so long.
On to the
Yeah.
next thing.
On to the next.
On to the next year.
So actually, on the topic of collaboration, I think that the way our teams have worked together has been really strong. And there was really, in the beginning, a great conversation around dividing tasks, where I think in some collaborations, people would think that maybe we were butting heads or someone wanted something or how do you do this? But I think our teams did so well with
Pretty honest conversation to have though. Like,
Yeah.
okay, who's better at this?
what's
Yeah.
your strength? What's
Who's
your
better
strength?
at this? Who's doing
Well-
the design? Who's doing the promotion? Who's doing the PR? Who's doing
Yeah. And when the fun part is like all of the creative ideas
Yeah.
and like coming up with all that. But then everybody's already doing their daily jobs. So now you've got to fit it into the daily schedule. And it's a crazy calendar for fashion. So it's like, making sure that that's going to work back for everybody. And not only just one company, but 2 companies. So now you've got 2 teams working separately, but together it's a lot of coordinating. So you've got to make sure there's like a really strong process to back up all of those creative ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like our teams really nailed it. It was
Yes.
really a fun way to work together because Lisa's nodding at the end of the table too. We would have emails where it was like one of us checking in on something, someone else checking in on something else. And we, instead of just waiting for each other to be like, oh, they're going to do that. Like, I'm sure they have everything under wraps. We're like, hey, how's this going? Can I offer any assistance there? Do you need anything from our teams? And there was a couple things where I had to say, hey, maybe can you have your team do this part? Actually, I don't think we can get to it in an efficient time frame. And Lisa's like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Just that open communication and checking in on each other.
Well, don't you think like when you collaborate, one of the huge benefits is you really that feeling of not wanting to let that person down pushes you much further than you
Yeah.
would without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
More
also the lifting
accountability.
each other up too, right? It
Yeah.
goes on both ends.
Yeah.
Also, I think we should highlight the fact that we only really do prints as collaborations. Like our collections as basic and sleep, it's so black and that's the brand. It's very black and white and neutrals and things you can wear every day and things you can pair with other, but it's not like you lack the pop, but where we do our prints is usually with collaborations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring in
So-
something different.
So it's
and-
meaningful.
yeah,
It's really
yeah.
one of our core values about working with our community and true networking, not just
Yeah.
it's exactly what you said, not just like the social presence of collaboration, but like truly collaborating and supporting other companies,
Yeah.
whether it helps you or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think ultimately it always does.
I
Help.
Of course.
It's so great to build those strong relationships.
Yeah. And especially, common goal in mind. Let's get this to market.
Yeah.
Let's get our customer. We know that our customer is really the same person,
Yeah.
the same girl, the same consumer. So, being accountable to her, to delivering on
Oh,
something
yeah.
that she's
Something they're
really,
happy about.
and there's something she's going to love and something that like she's going to really, really want because there's so much that's in the market right now. So what is it that she's going to really need? And she's going to need this because it
she's
is
gonna need
buttery,
it.
soft, beautiful silhouettes.
Like, well, I
They're
thought
so
too.
good.
Yeah.
They're so good. I hope everyone loves them as much as we do because seeing the model photos once the photo shoot happened was like, oh my gosh. I love the pieces before, but then seeing them all styled was next level.
You know what I think is so funny about the whole thing? I think we came up with the collaborate. Like when we decided we were going to do it, we had the design meeting. What was it? 6 minutes into the design meeting, we're like, all right, figure it out. Okay, this is what it
We're
is.
done.
We're done.
Yeah.
I think that was the fastest design meeting in history, right?
Yeah. Which
was
is
actually
usually
so
not like when
simple.
you when you engage two teams.
Yeah.
Then there's like maybe a power struggle or like
Totally.
it's
Yeah.
hard to compromise, right? I've had difficult collaborations where it's hard to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
This was like, okay, yeah, no, this is obviously like, why would we even entertain anything else? Like,
Yeah.
this is obviously the choice.
I agree. I do feel like it was so good. Like, what a great collaboration experience. So strong.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait for everyone to see it.
Yes.
And everything's it's coming out soon, so it's going to be a limited edition. So everybody better
Oh,
get
yeah.
on it when it comes out.
There is no recut happening.
There's no recut happening, so get it
Get
while you
your
can.
hands on it. It's available on both Gentle Fawn and Privilege, both online in stores, and then some select retailers through Canada and USA.
Absolutely.
So you can find it anywhere. We will ship to you.
And if you
Don't
can't
worry.
find it, then email us and we will let you
Oh,
know
yeah.
where you can find it.
Oh yeah, we will be there to support you.
Yeah.
You will not
Like,
have
I want
trouble
my
getting
pieces.
your hands.
Like, I'm like, when can I
Yes.
get mine?
I know. You'd think we'd get them first, right?
You
But I
think.
don't think that. I not in our office, at least.
No.
No,
No.
we don't get anything first.
No.
No.
Customer
It's
first.
normally last.
Yeah, it's normally
What
last.
what have we not sold?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can buy a piece.
I know. Then there's the
Darn.
oppositional thinking. You're like, fine, now I can have it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want it anymore.
I want it now. So true.
And then, okay, so also we should touch on the fact that we are having an event.
Yes, let's talk about our event.
July 11th, we're having a launch event if you're local at our Langley headquarters of Privilege. We'll all be there. You
gonna
can
be
all shop
popping
the
off.
collection. Little spring themed party for the beautiful floral print.
Yeah. And July 9th is when it will be available in stores
Yes.
and online. Yeah. Can we tease anything about the event?
I don't think so yet.
Okay.
I haven't asked
Fine.
Kelsey.
We'll tease it later. Watch out. It's always the question, can we or can we not? You're going to want to be there is all we can say.
Can we do a giveaway?
Yeah, do we have a giveaway planned? I'm sure we do.
We'll have to go back very far in my email, but I'm sure we talked
I'm
about it
sure
at
we
one
have a
point.
giveaway planned. There's something
Kelsey and Larissa
special.
are very
Oh,
organized.
Seeds are planted
no, I
now,
know what
so-
it is. Yes. Yep.
Charade
Can we
over
say
here.
that? Okay, we have at the event we do have scrunchies with
Yes.
gift with purchase. And they are
Carla, you'll now be able to
in
get
the
one of
print.
those.
Okay, yeah. We'll get a scrunchie out of the deal.
I'll send you both a scrunchie.
Thanks.
We have gorgeous scrunchies and some other little goodies that are going to be really fun.
I'm actually really excited about those little. I love those little like add-ons. The scrunchies
Yeah.
are so good.
Oh, they
And in a
are.
matching print. I'm
Yeah,
done.
you're
I'm
done.
I can't even. It's so pretty. I can't wait till we can share the print because people are going to love it.
Yes.
And I'm so excited.
It's going to be our best print yet.
And so watch out for all the details on the event because there are some really exciting things that we can't share yet because we're recording in advance, but you're going to want to watch social, everybody listening.
After the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. We had a listener question, but we covered it. So that's fantastic. But is there, maybe we should just add on to that. Do you have any extra tips for collaborating in business and in projects?
I think you need to drop your ego. Like when you're collaborating, you have to be open to learn. Like you're like look at it as an opportunity to get outside of your normal way of doing things and kind of explore another perspective.
Yeah, that's a
I
great
think that's
suggestion.
if you're going to collaborate, like be open to collaborating. Don't just
Oh,
come in
yeah.
there with something you've already predetermined.
Right, an agenda.
And with the way
of what
that you
want.
want to do it.
Yeah.
I think
It's a
that's been
great-
one of the biggest blessings for us is kind of getting a little bit of an eye into how you do things and little tips and tricks of the way you guys run your business. And I mean, it's, like I said, it's something we look up to, but that's what makes a great collaboration is
Yeah.
being open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
think that is key, and that's the key to creativity, right? Is just to keep an open mind and keep the
Yes,
ideas
I agree.
flowing, and that's what you should be looking for something different than what you've done before in a collaboration. Because
Otherwise, why are you there?
just do your own thing.
yeah,
you
just
know?
do it yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
If you can do it better than anybody else, then why are you collaborating in
Yeah.
the first place?
yeah,
Good point.
yeah.
But I think there's always room for growth. And
Yes.
that's why we should continually be pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that was good. Carla, before we go, can you share with us a piece of advice or a mantra that you're living your life by?
Oh, yes. I would say that to really dig deep and push yourself harder than you think you can. Because, if you set limitations for yourself and your dreams, then you'll only ever get to that point, So dream really big and go for it, because you're going to totally regret it if you just don't go for it. So
And I think the biggest mistake people make is not expecting enough from themselves.
yeah, you can really push yourself a lot harder than you think. So you should shoot higher.
Yeah, it sounds so cheesy, but
It
it's so
does.
accurate, I think. And
Yeah.
that's the basis of like manifesting your destiny, really.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Love it. Okay, share again for anyone who doesn't know that's listening where they can find Gentle Fawn online.
Well, of course, gentlefawn.com. I mean, that's going to be the main place to go to.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
Yours.
at Privileged Clothing.
And Gentle Fawn retailers as well.
And Gentle Fawn retailers. Yeah.
Yeah. And they can follow you on social. Is it just at Gentle Fawn?
Gentlefawn.com or, Gentle Fawn on Instagram, on, all of our different social media, Pinterest, wherever you're going,
Perfect.
Facebook. Yeah.
Go follow.
Go follow.
everyone. This has been fun talking about the collab. Thank you for being with us, Carla.
Thank you
we
so
appreciate
much.
it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And we'll see everyone at the launch party or online.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you love PRIV Talks podcast, please rate and review. Then DM us a screenshot of your review with your address to @PRIV Talks podcast so we can send you a free gift. Also, we want to keep the conversation going, so please join us on Instagram and get into our private Facebook group where we can chat and stay connected. Thank you so much. See you next time.